right, and I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go.
You get the win this time?
Let's go. If I go, I'm a kid. When I go, I'm a kid. And I know I'm the kid. I'm a soul, don't forget. I'm a flow up with it. Got my flow so vivid. Here we go, just beginning. Yeah, I throw every inning. Got my flow so legit. All I know is my shit. Here I go, they can win. I'm alone in this bitch. Rock star making hits. Got guitar in this shit. And this is what I like. Sipping goose, sipping right.
Hear me, right? Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals.
I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro.
Who is your daddy? Who is your daddy? You get the win this time?
Stop it! Who are you? Who are you? Put this thing away. This is not worth it. You're my #1 customer. I've got news for you. You're mine now. You belong to me.
If I go, I'm a kid. When I blow, I'm a hit. And I know I'm the kid. I'm a soul, don't forget. I'm a blow up with it. Got my flow so vivid. Here we go, just beginning. Yeah, I throw every inning. Got my flow so legit. All I know is my shit. Here I go, they can win. Post alone in this bitch. Rock star making hits. Got guitar in this shit. Leaving scars cause we lit. All these bars that I spit. Yeah. Let's go, let's go.
Pikachu! Pikachu!
Hello, what's up, everybody? We're gonna start with the sirens. Woo! Oh man, welcome. Not your mother, Omar. What's up, Brigadier? Thank you, Brian. What's up, Queen? What's up, Compost Smurf? Jedi Johnny, how you doing? The sirens all lit. Let it roll. Oh, baby. Still no Silent Hill game, though. Damn. That's depressing now when I hear it. But on the bright end, whew, the 1K mark. I can't believe it. I wasn't even expecting it this week. Or I was just like, whatever. Probably in a month or so I'll plan something. And the support has just been incredible, and I just wanted to do just a video just to say thank you, and it's been an awesome ride, and I just want to thank everybody genuinely just for just being. Some of you have been here for the last 3 years I've been doing this stuff, and what's up, Coon 1985? How you doing, John Ayers? How you doing? But yeah, like. I just never thought that. Yeah, I was like, well, this. I just kept saying, let me do the shows. This is how I feel. And I remember going back for my first show. It was just I got a Yeti mic, and I was just like, things have been bothering me, and I got to talk about it. And that's how it started. uh, 3 years ago, and it's been just incredible. I learned so much. I met so many people so far. It's been awesome. The community has been great. Every community, the fans everywhere, both sides, either which way, whatever way you turn it, we're all here for one topic that we love, and that's games. Games, entertainment, immersion, and having a grand old time, and having some of those courtyard kind of battles, man. I used to have those all the time with my friends, man. I was Nintendo, my other friend was Sega, and the other friend was TurboGrafx. It was a triple threat match every lunchtime. Thank you. Yeah, it was basically every lunch would be like, I got Bonk, I got Sonic, I got Mario. Well, we got Mortal Kombat with blood. You don't have it with blood. Haha. But mine looks a little bit better than yours. But you got the blood code. Dude, it went back to those days. So, it's just amazing, now. I don't, the thing is like, I don't even know, like, for somebody who comes on these shows and talks so long, like, I'm just like, I don't even know where to begin. Like, I just think this is another beginning. Like, we just keep on grinding. And the gaming grindhouse is huge. Buck is getting the pool, thinking about what to do for a pool segment on the show. But man, the gaming grindhouse has been awesome, and I got the all-star cast lined up for Monday. It is going to be a grindhouse party. So be there on Monday, 8:30. It is going to be the party. I got lined up Mooch. Check out Crossfire tonight. I don't know if I'm going to be on it, but I'll just say Mooch will be there on Monday. The Salty Crew. Chris, Axel, Kofi, Salty himself, Wooly, all invited to come on Monday. Then, a blast from the past. I'm bringing back the Planet Xbox crew, the OG crew, Frogs, Dope Gaming, Merc 305, and the best bot, Kid Smooth. We are all going to be there on Monday. Now, let's see. I know schedules change and things like that, but that's what we got lined up on the Gaming Grindhouse party for Monday. The Gaming Grindhouse party. Oof. It's something I always wanted to do. It's like, if I hit 1K, I am bringing Planet Xbox Reunion. And Merc 305 is starting up his show. He went to the PC stuff. Holy crap! Yo, I didn't even know that thing worked. Ghost of New Orleans. Yo, thank you so much. Our first super chat. $5 from Ghost of New Orleans. Let's go. Congrats, Jez. Gonna be a great gen full of awesome games. I'm still waiting to be amazed by next gen games like I was for every gen. Yo, thank you very much, Ghost of New Orleans. Thank you. That, I guess it works. I didn't even notice that thing in there. It's been so crazy. I just wanted to get this out there. Then Buck, he got his pool. Yo, man. Yes, Kid Smooth. Jedi Johnny Kid Smooth he confirmed he will be there on Monday. So we got him. OG Xbox, Planet Xbox crew. And then Salty, I wanted to bring as many people I could on there. But yeah, thank you again. So what I wanted to do in this show, I know there's some crazy topics going on right now, and guys, hit the like button as you come in. But, I wanted to kind of go through on basically the, some of the skits that I did for the channel, because I know we have a lot of new subscribers, and some of the stuff, like, I just did because I was like, want to do some skits, and I don't know, some of you might remember them. There's some that I'm not a huge fan of, but there's some that I go back to myself and listen, because I think they're funny as hell, and I wanted to put a couple of my favorite skits that I did on here. Of course, you got all my rants and all the stuff that I do. You're right, Buck Roger. It is going to be a quadruple A podcast. And yeah, you know what? I don't even know how many people the initiative they have. But at the time, they supposedly had like 44 people, and we are close to having as many people in our live chat right now as the initiative, and that's how we became a quadruple A podcast. That's where quadruple A came from. The initiative was a quadruple A studio with 45 employees. So every time we hit over 45 people watching, we were a quadruple A podcast. Thank you, Neil. Thank you very much. But yeah, so like I had some of my rants, some crazy ones, man. But yeah, they're all on the channel. But I picked out a couple of interesting things that I did. Just kind of going through memory lane and just going, my grind to get here. And yeah, I'm going to include some of those. We're going to go into those. But, regardless of everything that's kind of going on, we're going to have some crazy topics. And, I see this wild stuff going on. Oh, I don't even know half the stuff that I would say half the time because it just comes right out of my. I just go crazy. Firing blanks, bitch. Oh man, I said that. But anyway, so like, I know there's a lot of stuff with these acquisitions going on, and oh my god, I'm gonna tell you right now. You come to the Grindhouse to get the real facts. I'm an insider. Remember, I'm an insider. I chat with Jim Ness on Potty Chat on Sony, and then I got Phil in my DMs. He slides in them sometimes and tries to sell me some donuts and Game Pass subscriptions. But thank you, Ghost of New Orleans. Thank you, Ryan. So I'm an insider. So I'm telling you right now, we got just the facts, right? You know that the Xbox fridge is on track, so it makes sense that Microsoft will go merge with either Samsung or Frigidaire to come out with a wonderful fridge for the holidays. Buck's reading my mind. Buck is an OG grinder. He knows which one. And then also too, they're probably going to buy Krispy Kremes. Those donuts have been real successful. I've been hearing a lot of people talk crazy. Austin 911. For example, he was dosed with the friggin' Xbox donuts, cream on the face. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff going around. There's definitely some finesse flowing. So those donuts, I think my Xbox is gonna buy Krispy Kremes. Yo, DeFloyd, what's up? Yes, 1,000 grinders. We got them. We got the Grindhouse. We're making expansions. So yeah, so like these acquisition things that are kind of going on, we'll talk about it on Monday. But like, I think people on edge because that Sony conference got people shaking in their boots or shaking in their donuts. I don't know. They're shaking in something. But man, I can't believe how shook everybody was from a Sony showcase. And you know what's so interesting? And this is just an off the chest kind of just rant thought thing. You know what's interesting is that before that show, thank you, Blue. Thank you. Before the show on Thursday, there was Sony's quiet. Sony's afraid. We had an E3 show. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, where Xbox is going to Gamescom too. Ha, ha, ha. Where's your Sony? They're keeping you in the dark. They're not being transparent. What are they doing? You don't have a show. You don't have a show. You don't have a show. That's all I heard. We got news every week. Xbox dominates Mondays. They dominate Mondays.
Who is your daddy?
They dominate. Monday is Xbox news, man. They dominate. Thank you, Megasphere. And that's all I heard. We have no show. Sony has no show. They're afraid. Then all of a sudden, Sony announces a show. They have it. And people go wildin'. People go crazy. Yelling about they want superhero games. Now this week, it's like, we're buying studios. We got to buy Rockstar. We're buying Rockstar. We're going to go buy EA. We're buying the friggin' industry. The whole industry. Microsoft's going to buy everybody. They're going to come out with the goddamn, the homeowner's check. A big-ass check, and this is going to buy the whole gaming industry. Thank you, Rolo. Thank you. What are we doing? We are almost at the anniversary, the 1 year of when they announced that Bethesda deal, right? Yo, Frogs, what's up, man? So, God of War, Wolverine, Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR, exclusive stuff, like, it got them shaking in their boots that they went wildin'. And then this week, all your donut eating influencers are like, I hear the studios are being purchased. Ha ha ha. My thing is like, I think we need to cut the shit right now. All right? I think we need to cut the shit with the whole Microsoft buying studio stuff. Because we've seen the studios that they purchased from 2018, and we have yet to see the fruits of those labors. Okay? Bleeding Ass is done. Not even a year they killed the content of that game. Great. Good job, Ninja Theory. Grounded still in preview. 2 years later. And we got a bunch of title screens. No gameplay, no updates. Games that were announced a year ago. Games announced 2 years ago. Everwild and Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2 updates, I saw them taking pictures of eyeballs. The tools are here, Toolman. What's up, man? Ninja Theory's taking pictures of eyeballs. 2 years later. We got eyeballs. Holy shit, Gus New Orleans. Thank you. $2 in the chat. I hate exclusives. I hope Xbox buys Take-Two. Yo, exactly. Exactly, man. What it was before the Bethesda deal, and it just changed. Before the Bethesda deal, it was all Phil says anti-consumer for exclusives. Exclusives don't move the industry forward. Yeah, exactly. They don't move the industry forward, and oh, kumbaya. Sony is Sony's gatekeeping games.
You heard me right? Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals!
Gatekeeping games. Sony's gatekeeping. Exclusives are anti-consumer. Pass the bag of marshmallows. Phil's going to tell us some night stories, bedtime stories. Well, what happened? Now buy Bethesda, lock that down. Nobody plays Bethesda games now. Oh. Exclusives, bitch. Oh, okay. Now we're back. We're fighting. Because I have a whole bunch of shows talking about how when everybody was kumbaya, I was like, screw those marshmallows. Yo, what's up, J-Cat? How you doing? Thank you. $5. Finally got that sweet monetization. Congrats on the 1K. Thank you. The super chat works, I guess. This is awesome. Yo, Brian M, what's up? Have some British pesos. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, man. You guys are awesome, man. But, like, the thing is like, the exclusives didn't matter. Then lockdown, Bethesda. Now we're back again. Buy more studios? Really? They got 23 studios. Listen, you heard my Booty rant on Monday. Booty can only clap so hard before his ass chaps up. His asshole has got to be puckered up. So Booty's clapping so hard. He got 23 studios to manage. You want him to manage Rockstar? Then he will be bleeding ass. Booty can only clap so much. Booty got a lot of quality control to go on because shit's going astray. 343 is running the shit into the mud. Craig is hairless still. I don't know where Tony is. Tony was supposed to be putting the hair on Craig. I guess he has to need to December 4th. Yes, they want them to buy NetherRealm, Mortal Kombat. Buy it all. And you know what's interesting? I'm going to say, I was afraid I was like, I don't like this because we've seen what Microsoft has done. Look at Beam. They bought Beam, turned it into Mixer, killed it. Done. The guys cashed out. The owner of Beam cashed out. Skype, they bought that. Like, what does that amount to? What happened to that business? And look what they did with Rare. Rare, they tried to get some of that IP and try to use it. They can never find a place to put Conker in. They never made a proper Conker game. The Banjo game, the one Nuts and Bolts, like they never made a real Banjo game. It was like a tack on, build a venture cart. Thank you, True Witty, for the $2. Congrats on the 1K. Great freaking channel. Thank you very much. Where's that Booty? I don't know, but they want to give Booty more work. That Booty's getting slapped left and right, up and down. I don't know. They want Booty to work more. Thank you, Buck. Like, They want the booty to work more. And I'm just like, how many studios do you want them to buy another whole publisher? We have yet to see the fruits. And then you go across the other side, Sony bought Insomniac Studios, and they're basically holding the whole goddamn Sony corporation down, the PS5 down. What's up, Gadget? You know? Thank you, Andrew Wilkins. Basically holding it down. So, like, you think about it, Insomniac purchased in 2019, a year later than that whole escapade of 5 studios being purchased. Insomniac gets purchased. They put out 3 games and announced 2 more. Well, they put out Spider-Man, came out before they got purchased, all right? Spider-Man came out before. 2018 Spider-Man came out. And in 2019, that booty's getting worked. That's right. In 2019, and then they got the Miles Morales, they got Ratchet and Clank, and these are not no side projects. These are full-ass games. That Ratchet and Clank was a 12-hour friggin' game. Yeah, Miles Morales was a little short, but man, it was an awesome game. Yo, Link, what's up? Thank you, man. Yo, and thank you, Link, for coming on to the Gaming Grindhouses, man. I love having you on and talking. But thank you again for the $2. Congrats, Jez. Keep spreading the truth about Xbox. Thank you. Hey, man, it's just my opinion, but it's what I see and all I can see. You know, I could predict some things that I believe in. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But these are the things that worry about me. Thank you for the new subscriber, Mike Andy. What's up? I know my thing not working over here. I gotta work on my pop-ups and shit. But, you know, and it's just like, buy more studios. We've seen in the strategic partnerships. Holy, Social Thieves Truck, thank you so much. $20. Keep the great content coming. Congrats, Jez. Thank you so much, Social, man. Yo, awesome, man. We've been interacting a lot on Twitter. Keep it down. I appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much. True Witty. Phil went to the T2 to get drunk. Phil went to, what is that? Phil went to T2 to get a drink. What a purchase. I know, right? He went to Take 2. That's what he meant. Take 2. Yo, hey, I got so many things. I remember when he used to fly to Japan. Remember for COVID? Phil used to fly to Japan. And they'll be like, he's buying Sega. And I told you exactly what happened. He had some bad food on the plane ride over there. He landed and he goes, where's Sega HQ? Where is it? Where is it? He goes, I got to take a huge shit. Move over. Hey, Sega headquarters. Come on. I got to use your bathroom. He goes in, goes there, he takes a huge dump.
Hi, buddy.
Then he walks out of Sega headquarters, and all the influencers are like, Phil walking out of Sega headquarters, he's buying Sega. He just went in, and he bought them. Meanwhile, the guy had to run in and use the bathroom because he had some bad fish on the way over. He's buying Sega. He's buying Sega. You know what? I don't think you should. Buying a company is not the news unless you're going to do something with it. And what they have purchased already, I have yet to see what they're going to do with it. We don't know the games. We don't know what they do. We don't know. Meanwhile, Sony bought Insomniac. I'm pretty hyped if Sony buys another studio because look at what they did with Insomniac. We gotten games and more games from one purchase. They got 23 studios, booty clapping, and they want to give them more. Booty's like, no more. My ass is chapped. Booty's like, send me back to Mojang. I want to work on Minecraft. You got me clapping all over. I'm clapping at 343. My booty's clapping over at friggin' The Initiative after Bill Murray left. Give Booty a break, man. Have him do some interviews. That's why. Where is the booty? That is the question of the year. Where is the booty? We have no clue. But they want to give him more work. So they want to buy Take-Two. Let's go buy EA. Let's go buy Warner Brothers. Buy them all, right? What are you going to say? We got 50 studios. You know what I ask you? What comes out after Halo Infinite? Bueller. Bueller? Anybody? What's the next big game coming from Microsoft Studios? There's 23 of them. 23 studios.
This is really cool. You're my #1 customer.
What's coming from them? You got Halo Infinite, which was supposed to come out last year. I'm going to call it Halo Not at Launch Edition. $60. The Halo Not at Launch Edition. Okay, fine. Then, what's the next thing? Another game we have no clue what the hell's going on? That game? That's what we got. You got a game coming out December 4th, and the next game that they know about that's worth the damn is coming out over in friggin' Starfield. And meanwhile, Halo's probably going to trail the news for the whole month. Meanwhile, you have it where Sony got February Horizon, March Gran Turismo. And that's coming off Deathloop that just came out. And that's coming off Kenna that comes out tomorrow. And if you don't want to count those little games, you're talking about Ratchet they had. They just did Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding. Ryan Lambs, thank you so much, $5. Rumor has it Xbox is getting the Captain Planet IP. Marvel and Sony are shook. Yo, that's Captain Planet IP. I can see that, man. They'll have special roasting marshmallow DLC. Thank you, Ryan. But really, like, with all these studios, they should have games lined up every month. Oh, give them time. Give them time. Sony, not only did Sony buy a friggin' studio. Sony bought Insomniac, but then, oh, guess what? We made a deal with KOTOR. We made a deal with Forspoken. That comes out early next year. We got Forspoken. Oh, and we made a deal with Final Fantasy. We got games, legit games that we've seen gameplay to, that are coming out. Besides the acquisitions. Goes to New Orleans again with the $5. Xbox guys praised options, but now they hate DualSense and VR. They hyping one-and-done walking sims like Hellblade 2. Dude, let me tell you something. In addition to those games that I mentioned, right? You got that PSVR 2 coming next year. What? Yeah. Forspoken, Final Fantasy 16, Horizon, God of War, GT. And? Oh yeah, and PSVR 2. Like, but go buy EA, go buy Warner Brothers for what? I want the Batman with microtransactions. I want the Shadow of Mordor with, microtransactions for the Nemesis system. Like, you need to see the output now. Stop buying the ingredients. We don't need the ingredients anymore. Xbox has plenty of ingredients. And this is my thing. They were sitting on all this IP. Sitting on Conker, sitting on Banjo, sitting on Voodoo Vince, sitting on Blinks, sitting on MechAssault. Like, they could do, where's a MechAssault game? Make that. Look at Psychonauts 2. Like, I just feel that this whole hype for buying companies is preceding the main thing that we need are games. Microsoft always had the potential. And I've said this before, and I said it on Planet Xbox. I don't understand when the mind shift changed that you need to buy studios in order to get games. Like, buying studios is the answer. Buying studios is pacifying the problem. We need to see what these studios produce. And one last point I'll leave with the studios, and we'll talk more about it on Monday. But, hey, thank you, Warray 5, Waroo 5, Waroo 5. First time caller, long time listener. Thank you very much. Who are you 5? I got it.
Hi, buddy. Pikachu!
I got it after my 4th try. So, the last point that I make regarding this stuff is that I made a point that where is this? You got to buy a studio in order to get games. Microsoft didn't buy Epic to get all those Gears of War games at the 360. They didn't have to buy EA to get Titanfall exclusive. They didn't have to buy Rockstar to get 3 big DLCs for GTA 4. Oh, I agree. VFX, like, I think there's issues though with this. Like purposely having co-op and missing to make. It seems that way. That they're just kind of using things that you would expect and treating them as seasons. That's my problem. Like taking things you would expect on launch and not having them ready and then spoon feeding them later, making you think like, let me say subscribe to get the new content. Meanwhile, you paid $60 at launch for a game that's bare bones. And we all see what Metacritic does to games that don't have the content at launch. You get a lower Metacritic because of that. Nobody gives you a grade going, in a year or two, it's going to be this. Nobody says that. It's like, hey, it's shipping with a campaign. The campaign's all right at 75. And the multiplayer is free, so the multiplayer can't carry the single player. And we're in a big limbo there. But yeah, I don't think Halo would be what it was. And I think the reason why they're struggling so much with Halo is because of all the pivots that Microsoft has done. Putting games on Steam in that time. Putting games all over the place on PC at the same time. They were focused on the Xbox console, Bill. Phil changed that focus and said, no, you're PC devs now. Go put Master Chief Collection, first Halo ever in years, on PC. So, and you know what, Ryan? I agree. It did seem to work for Sea of Thieves. But Sea of Thieves wasn't a known IP. There wasn't expectations for Sea of Thieves. But it did happen that it got low and then 3 years later. But I'm telling you right now, the mind share is going, dude. You're not going to sit there and keep Halo fans there for the next 4 years while you ship content that should be there at launch. That's the problem with Halo. There's expectations with this. Same thing is going to be with Perfect Dark, and the same thing is going to be with Forza, with Fable. There's going to be expectations of what people want because those are known franchises. Those are sequels and trequels and quadruples and 5s and 6s. True when he says, see Splitgate trolling Halo. Yes, I did see that. Splitgate was... Who knows? They might have a creator mode. The way they've been going, man. That thing blew up. Ghost Nolan at the $2. He says, when PS showed Spider-Man and Wolverine, he got 2.
Pikachu! Pikachu!
And they're going to get more. And Sea of Thieves has done well in this thing. But people gave it the patience because it was a new IP. They didn't know what to expect. There was no expectations. There was no even hype for it. Microsoft wasn't even hyped for their own game. But it wasn't until years later where they improved it, and they still really, the combat still has not evolved. The combat still blows. You know, I think the atmosphere is great, but the combat, they needed a better combat in that game. I hated the combat. The shooting was so slow, the swords, yeah. Yeah, it was, But the concept back about buying studios to get games, like, I just don't understand why the people look at, and I heard this on some of the Twitter chats, like the Twitter thing, like they were excited that Microsoft is better now than it was before because of them spending $7 billion. They're like, see, they spent $7 billion. We're in a better generation now than before. I don't care how much you're spending. It's what you're producing. And they're producing so much less than what they used to. And the quality is not there. And you know what? Again, grinders, there's 1,000 grinders here, but I can't stop to not use the friggin' quote that he said where Phil Spencer admitted their quality was bad in 2019. Yet he's shipping Halo and then showed Halo last year. Lied right to your face. Phil Ness in the flesh.
When I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years with our first-party output.
That's always been a hit on the company on that. Whenever I hear some criticism,
Yeah,
Not
I don't know
the-
if I'd say always. Like I think we've gone through
Not
times
to
where we've
throw
done it.
mud on you,
Yeah.
but now you have to know that's a fair.
Yeah,
I think it's something fair to say.
It is.
And it is fair to say. He agrees. He's like, our quality over the last few years, and that was in 2019. And then right after that, a year later, he shows Halo Infinite with Craig Hairless Craig. We have work to do, though. Well, obviously, were you lying right to my face? And then we have a year delay where hopefully they improve the quality of Halo. Find out all these things are missing. Not day one. After a year delay. Quality. Like, what are you doing? That's why I play that, because that was in 2019. He acknowledged that quality is bad. The quality's suffering. And I'm going to tell you, the last thing, I'll talk more about Deathloop on Monday, but Deathloop, Sony had influence on that game. Microsoft Studio, that shows the potential of Arcane. I do think that it was a little extra points. I don't know why. I don't think it's a 10 from playing it about 5 hours. But I could tell you that it does put pressure on Arcane's next game under Microsoft. If Redfall comes out and it's like a 60, 75, thanks, Salty, comes out and it's a 60, a 75, people are going to be like, well, Arcane, the last game you made, was a friggin' 88. What happened? What's Redfall? And people be like, I already see people, it's a service game. We're going to hear it's the B team, maybe the C team. The main team is working on the other stuff. Like, we can hear all the excuses. But the thing is that if Arcane made this kind of game under Sony's, publishing, or Sony's advice, Sony has the golden touch, I guess, and quality. They delayed this game a couple of times. But what happens when Redfall comes out and if it gets bad reviews? Well, what happens? Arcane's potential. See, so this puts more pressure on Arcane. Because we see the potential of the company that they can produce something that's well received within the industry. So if Redfall doesn't get that big reception, whose fault is it? Who had the hands? Who had the shitty hands? Booty. That's a booty touch, as opposed to the golden touch. So. But I just don't understand how Sony is buying studios, making deals. We got Discord stuff coming, PSVR 2. You got all this stuff lined up. Sony's doing everything. They're like the friggin' Kraken that doesn't exist in Sea of Thieves. They got 5 friggin' fingers all over. We got here's a PC game, and here's God of War on PC, because here comes God of War Ragnarok. You want it? Go buy a PlayStation. Oh, and by the way, here's some games in the service and PS Now. Here's some games of Plus. Here's some acquisitions. We bought Fire Access and all these other people. Oh, and we got these exclusive partnerships with Jade Raymond and all this other stuff. Oh, and by the way, I still didn't tell you what Naughty Dog's working on. Oh, and not what Studio Bender's working on. Oh, I didn't tell you what all the other guys are working on. You didn't say anything. You told me about the 4 studios on that show and shook the goddamn industry. Oh, really, True Witty for the $2 says the bots say that the A team is on Redfall. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'm not going to be commenting on too much of pre-alpha stuff, but I could tell you that what we saw of that leak stuff, which is unfortunate, it is a piece of shit. That's what that looks like. That is about a trash right there. Textures will be coming later, I guess. I don't know, but that shit looks rough. All right? So, good luck to the A team and the B teams and the C teams. Tell Face and Mr. T that he has some work to do over there. Oh, Shibusta.
The rumors are true. We have received a small quantity of the action figure known as Turbo Man. I am not going to ask you people to be quiet again. Do you hear me? If you're not one of the lucky few, we have plenty of Turbo Man's faithful pet tiger Booster in stock.
Nobody wants Booster. Now, with that, to transition into Turbo Man, I have an exclusive for over 70 grinders watching, for the 1,000 subs that keep growing, hit that like button. A special Grinds My Gears from the Past. An exclusive interview with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Remember when they were making the celebrities play the games? Well, I interviewed Arnold Schwarzenegger after he played Crackdown 3. So, yo, what's up, Ho Moko and Pitch Black? So, join me now as I replay a Grinds from the Past. An interview with Arnold Schwarzenegger after he plays Crackdown 3. Interview. So we just saw some recent news. I'm going to start in a little bit. That Phil Spencer at GameSpot basically said that Crackdown 3 is moving along, and I want to see how it seems like it's progressing, and unfortunately, with the big move that Microsoft's been doing, getting celebrities to play these games. One of the big marketing pushes is to get these to have celebrities play these games. They just did it recently with the Forza, that simulator and all that stuff, that Megan Fox and stuff, and Megan Fox and Tyrese, I guess, I don't know, a few other those guys, that they had another guy go in there, and I'll let him introduce himself. I'm going to start the interview now, and enjoy, and it was my first interview, a little nervous, so we'll see how it goes. So here it is. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Like, share the video, and I'll see you on the other side. Hello. How you doing?
Hello.
So, I heard that you were invited. Well, I'll just let you introduce yourself. What's your name?
Hello. My name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I was just recently had a great opportunity to play games.
Really? Yeah, I heard that. So tell me about what's going on. So, tell me the story. I heard you were able to play Crackdown 3 early. I know Microsoft's been doing this a lot with their with their games. I heard you got to play it.
Yes, I did.
Well, can you tell me how that came about?
Sure. So, I was sitting around. I haven't been doing anything really, and my agent contacted me, and he's like, you can make some money playing games. And I was like, no, I don't have to play games, But he said that Microsoft would let me just go play games with them and get paid.
Really? So they said, that's what cut you off. So they said that you can play games, but do you play games?
No, I don't know I don't play any games. I make movies.
Yeah, I know. I love your movies.
Yes, I make great movies, action-packed blockbuster movies. I make. I don't play games, but they said they didn't give a shit. I could go play these games. It would be a great opportunity. So I tell them it's amazing. It's just amazing.
That's great. So tell me how it went down.
Sure. So I went to go to Microsoft Studios, and I got there, and they told me I'm going to be playing this game called Crackdown 3. And I don't know what the fuck Crackdown 3 is, but again, this was a great opportunity. So I got to Microsoft Studios, and they greeted me. There were two guys. And one guy, he was hairy. He was very hairy. And his name was Aaron Greenberg. And then there was this other guy named Larry Herb. I got to meet this guy called Larry. And I could tell you, they called him something else. They called him Major Nelson. I'm like, what the fuck? You're not any major. I was a colonel in all of my movies. I was a sergeant. Who the hell is this guy? He's a major. What? He didn't have any credentials? Like me in all my movies. I just don't understand why they called him Major. So I said, I don't believe you. All you do is play games. You're not no Major. I'm going to call you Larry. Larry Herb. Larry. And then you, Aaron Greenberg. Show me where I got to go. I got to make this money. Okay, so what happened next, Arnold? Then they put me in this room, and I was in front of this TV, and they gave me this controller, and they booted up the game called Crackdown 3. It brought it up, and then I saw my good friend Terry Crews. Terry Crews was in the game. He was in there yelling at me. Oh, and I was like, Terry, that's my good friend from my movie. From the Expendables. He was my movie. He was my friend from the movie, and now he's in the game. I was like, what the fuck is Terry Crews doing in the game? I was so excited. I was like, this might be a great game. A great game. But then they gave me this controller. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't know. And then that Aaron Greenberg said to play the game. And I was like, so my agent told me that if I'd sit here with the controller and just say this game is great and smile and go, that I'll get paid. Like Megan Fox and my good friend Tyrese and Exhibit. Oh, that's great. So you don't play games, but Microsoft invited you to go play these games because they want to promote the game. That's exactly right. So they gave me the controller. I saw Terry Crews, and
Sorry.
I was just saw the controller, and I saw this light, and I kept smashing the light. I was like, and the screen kept flashing, and the menus, and I was like, oh, this is a great game, And I kept hitting the light with the circle, and I was like, this is a great game. I'm having so much fun. Where's my money? And then everybody was yelling at me. That Aaron Greenberg and Larry Herb, they saying, no, Arnold, you're hitting the wrong button. And I was like, what? I'm hitting the light. And Terry Crews wasn't moving in the game. And I'm hitting the button. And they're all yelling at me. And I'm like, what the hell? And then Larry gets loud. And then Aaron Greenberg gets loud. And then I just stand up. And I turn around and I go, shut up! You know, like from my movie. From the Kindergarten Cop, when I told all the kids to shut up, you know. So anyway, I told them all to shut up. In the button, and I was like, oh, this is great, where's my money? But the game sucked. Terry Crews didn't do shit. The cars were all over the place. It didn't look that good. My movies look so much better than this. And then I hit the button, and I'm like, la. But Terry wasn't moving. So I was getting pissed off. So what I did was I grabbed that Larry Herb. I grabbed Larry, and I looked him into the eyes, and I was like, Larry, who is your daddy? And what does he do? And Larry looked at me and he goes, my daddy Phil Spencer. I don't know who this guy Phil Spencer is, but I was like, I need to meet him. This game sucks. I need to meet Larry. Let this Phil Spencer. Larry, take me to him. So what happened, Arnold? Like what happened? So you told Larry Herb you want to know what his daddy does. And then what happened? Well, then what happened is that he told me that there was another part to the game. This multiplayer. They wanted me to play this part too. So I got to play the multiplayer. And I was not Terry Crews anymore. So I was kind of pissed off about not being Terry Crews. But they told me to shoot the wall, and then the wall fell apart. So I was shooting the wall was falling apart, and I was like, oh! And I was like, how is this happening? And then they told me it was the cloud. And I was like, who is this cloud? This is amazing. This is like my movies. The blowing up and the wall. Who's the cloud? The cloud is doing this. And they didn't know. They said I had to go to the boss, the Phil Spencer. So I was like, Larry, Aaron, take me to your boss. So
Wait, Arnold, wait a second. So, you play the multiplayer. They told you it was the power of the cloud, which is confusing as shit, I'm assuming. But then you got to meet Phil Spencer?
Yes.
How was that? How did that go?
Well,
Pause. He's gonna meet Phil Spencer. Yo, shout out to Socrates, yo, OG grinder. Yo, I want to thank you for the early stream for this occasion. It's my pleasure to grind since the earliest. Yes, he's been there. Yes, I just want to interlude right now with that is I listened to it and it's a really bad Arnold. It sounded better in my ears on it, but this is the most important part now. Arnold now goes to meet Phil Spencer. This is the epic conclusion to this Arnold interview. I couldn't believe what happened. But yeah, let's find out what happens when he meets Phil.
I was disappointed with Terry Crews in the game. So I got to see Phil. I don't know who the fuck the cloud was. So I went up to Phil Spencer's office and I saw him. And I was like, Phil, you're making games for the fans. It's all about the fans, just like my movies. I've been seeing great games, and it's all about the fans. So what games are you making for your fans? I saw games where I was this powerful guy, and the guy was running around hitting people. I was like, oh, and he's hitting people, he's hitting bosses and gods. His name was God something, but I don't play. It was amazing. And then I saw another game that looked like one of my movies. I was going to play this game, and there were robots, just like Terminator 2. And they were coming back at me, and it was a great movie. And it was just like Terminator 2. So, Phil, what games are you making for your fans on this Xbox?
So, Arnold, what did Phil say to you?
Well, he said that they bought some studios. And I was like, you're not making great games for your fans?
And they bought some studios, Arnold, and they're kind of low right now with their games. The games you're talking about were somewhat on their competition.
Well, fuck them! They need to make great games for the fans. So I was so pissed off. So I grabbed Phil Spencer and I took Larry Herb and that Aaron Greenberg and I lined them all up and I told them, there's a chopper waiting on the roof for them. Get to the chopper. I'm the new boss now. I'm going to make games for the fans.
Whoa, what the hell are you talking, Arnold? What? You're the boss?
That's right. I'm the boss. Let's go. Those guys went to the chopper. And they went back to the fucking cloud. But I'm the new boss now. I make great movies. I'm going to make great games. So I'm the new boss. But then I hear about this other guy. This Satya.
Wait, you mean Satya Nadella?
Satya.
Okay, good try.
Sorry, my accent is still very strong.
So, Arnold, you kicked out Phil Spencer, Larry Herb, and Aaron Greenberg and said you're the boss and you're going to make great games.
That's right. Fuck this studio shit. You got to make great games for your fans. And if you don't make games for your fans, then you have no fans. What would Arnold Schwarzenegger be without his fans? I do the movies for the fans. My action-packed blockbuster movies. I fought the devil in End of Days. I raised children in the Kindergarten Cop. I've been making movies with my friend Sylvester Stallone. You got to make the movies that people want to see, and you got to make the games that people want to play.
Message.
You don't just buy studios. I could buy tons of studios, but I make great movies. And now,
Facts,
for the
Arnold.
Xbox fans, I'm going to make great games.
Well, thank you so much, Arnold. It sounds like a crazy time.
Arnold dropping facts. That was in 2018. Grinders, that was in 2018. But that shit was wild. It was bad. Dude. Hasta la vista, baby. Yeah, he does say that. I had to turn it off because I was like, enough. that sounds was going through it. Oh man, I just felt like it was so bad with that Arnold. Stop it. Stop whining. Who are you? Dude. But man, oh man. And then one of my other favorite clips I'm gonna leave you guys with was a totally different thing. Like, I hope you liked the Arnold interview. Obviously, Arnold did not succeed in being a boss because we're here 3 years later and Arnold's spitting. That's right. And I want to get to the super chat. Yo, shout out to the Hatsuma. Congratulations, bro. Love your rants and skits. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you. Hatsuma's been here too. OG Grinders. But man, get to do a chopper right now. But now we're going to tone it down. It's Friday evening. Everybody's getting ready to go out. It's chill. And the weather's changing. And we're going to take it down a notch for an incredible story time. One of my other favorite skits that I did. A wonderful, wonderful story. And I think you should listen to it. I think one of my favorite skits. And yeah. This one was back in 2020, not too long ago, and it was the night before Series X generation. There it is. Next generation is here. We're on the eve of the release of the Series X. So with that, I would like to read a tale. A long forgotten tale that has been brought back for this very moment. So grab a cup of hot cocoa, sit around the fireplace, grab a bag of marshmallows, kumbaya, as we embark upon this wonderful little tale. 'Twas the night before Xbox Series X, and all through the house, no one even cared, not even the mouse. Game Pass cards were hung by the chimney with care, with hopes that by next Christmas, more quality first-party games will soon be there. The children were all nestled, all snug in their beds, with visions of next-generation console lineups dancing in their heads. I, in my new Xbox onesie, and seeing those on Twitter to cap, took a long look at the launch lineup and decided it was better to nap. When on the roof, I rose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away from my OLED, I flew like the flash, tore open the shutter, and threw up the sash. The moon, on the breath of a new fallen snow, yielded a hue of green on the objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but an executive in a Battletoads shirt and 8 green reindeer. With his corporate finesse, cheap gaming interviews, and console exclusives nil, I knew in a moment it was Dollar Bill Phil. More rapid lies and strokes of finesse. He was happy what he didn't show you, and said he tried his best. He yelled, now Greenberg, now Howard, now Major and Booty, on velocity architecture, on smart delivery, just to be snooty. To the top of power, to the bottom of the gaming bin. Show me the next passion project. To Game Pass it will soon be in. He dressed all in green from head to his foot, and his Xbox merchandise was all covered in black soot. A bundle of Game Pass codes he had in his bag to give instead of coal to those who are bad. His eyes, how they twinkled when he saw all the names of those who pre-ordered a Series X without any games. Santa spoke not a word, but Phil just couldn't shut up one bit. All the interviews he did for 2 years, and it still didn't mean shit. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head, he said he had no games to put under the tree, and I should wait instead. He nestled the 1X under the tree. I asked myself, where is the Series X I do not see? He was really late, and I was not amused. He then did a big jolly laugh and said out loud, "What stupid console names, and even I get confused." Once the Game Pass codes and Series X were put in place, Phil made a quick dash for the fireplace. He sprang up to his sleigh, to his team with a nod. Craig turned around, along with Booty and Todd. I was shocked at the lack of new games under my tree. But then I realized my PS5 pre-order was coming in days. Actually 3. Still talking and doing interviews with no new next-gen first-party games in sight. He then yells from my roof, "Just wait till E3 and enjoy all your old games tonight." Yep, that was a classic. That fireplace sound effects were pretty damn good, I would to say. Yeah, I wrote that. True Virgil with the 199. Thank you very much. Booster has boosted to 1K followers. Thank you very much, True Virgil. Shout out to you, man. Thank you, Omar. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. And yeah, Pitch Black is right. The OGs, they heard that twice. So I apologize to those who listened to it twice. I listened to it. But, dude, Phil comes down the chimney. You got to put out donuts. I know. This year we're putting out donuts for Phil. No more Game Pass subs. But, yeah, those... And, yeah, they're on my channel. But, yeah, man, those are some classic things that, to the grind to 1K... I thought they were, fun to just reminisce about it and share it with you guys and girls on here as we go to the next Ks and the 2Ks and the 3Ks and 2Ks. But yeah, and the 10Ks and all that other stuff. We're going. The Grindhouse is expanding. We're going. We got special guests coming, and I will be thinking of some more skits and some more things and more phrases like Booty and Phil Ness and all this other stuff, because that's just who I am and that's how I am. This is me. This is me. That's right. You get genuine grinds my gears, Jez 7780. This is what I am. And I love you guys all for supporting me and coming through and, just interacting with the chat, that I could do these shows and I could just have a blast. You guys crack me up, man. I was laughing so hard about the splits. Man, it was like 2 days later, I was still laughing about that. The friggin', the what's his name? Friggin' Triple H doing splits on PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5. Dude, I lost it. I was laughing so hard, man. I love it. I love the interaction. And we're going to continue with that. And I'm thinking of some more things to do, for, skits, interaction, content to this channel. This is just the beginning. And we've grinded here, and we're going to continue grinding, but it's going to be fun, entertaining, and we're going to have a blast. And it's just honest truth, how I feel. And some people want to agree with how I feel. You know what? That's fine. You have your opinion, I have mine. That's fine. And you know what? I'm not here to change any thoughts. I'm just here to speak how I feel about things. And that's all it's about. And, this is just my outlet. But I'm so happy that I have people that care and interact and, and I want to hear your opinions and stuff. I mean, disagree, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. No, we're all fans. We're all fans of gaming and stuff like that. But there is competition. And that's the thing that kind of gets put under the rug. Until they stop making consoles, PlayStation is versus Xbox. Don't make a console, and then we'll talk about you not in competition. This is the Yellow Chair Free Podcast. That's right. I buy all my chairs. Amazon, baby. But that's right. But I wanted to do a quick show. I know it's Friday, and I'm so glad that, everybody came through. I know this was last minute, but I wanted to get something out there just to say thank you. We'll just be by myself and just thank you to everybody that's been here. And the Phil Nest needs to be stopped. Stop making the donuts. But that's right, Couples for. I'm losing all my Game Pass potential right here. I could be getting paint chair. I could get care packages. I need care packages, Get the hell out. I don't need This is the thing. You know this. All my headphones, I buy it because that's the only way to give a genuine opinion on something is if you buy it and value it with your own money. I buy the control, I buy the headphones, and yeah, if I don't like it, I'll return it or whatever it is, but that's my problem. But I feel that if it has the value, then you will buy it and give an honest opinion on it. And that's how I go. I worked in sales. I worked back in sales and things like that. And I needed to know the products, and I valued which ones that I thought were good. And then, you decide on what you want. But this is my opinion on this. But I knew from purchasing. And that's the thing. And thank you, Ryan. And thank you, everybody. Hit that like button. Share it out. Let everybody know we hit 1K. And with that, stay tuned. Monday night show, 8:30, All-Star Cast, Gaming Grindhouse Party. Woo! It is going to be lit. The grinds board is going to fall apart. I'm putting on all the topics. We're going to be hearing sirens. We're going to hear this.
I'm trying to use.
We're going to hear this.
I'm trying to use the phone.
I really love about being here is the families that are here.
I'm trying to find
Turbo Mans, boosters. It's that time of year, baby. And we're going into the holidays. And we're going into the gaming season, which has been here already, but we're here. So stay tuned. Hit that like button. And thank you again. Genuinely, thank you for all your support. And hit that like button, share it out, and we'll be back. I might do some streaming over the weekend. We'll see. Maybe I'll do some streaming of Deathloop, give my opinions as I'm playing that game. But I will definitely be giving more opinions as I play more of it. And Fist. I recommend Fist wholeheartedly. I think Fist is really good. And Deathloop is hitting on me. I'm telling you, it's a good game, but there's definitely some wonkiness to it. But anyway, with that, I want to thank everybody again, and have a great weekend. Stay tuned to this channel. Hit the subscribe button if you're new as we grow even more, and stay tuned. There'll be more content coming here, and then definitely the Gaming Grindhouse on Monday. Well, with that, thank you again, everybody. I am out. Oh, before I go out, thank you, Bano Man. I saw you subscribe. My thing didn't pop up. But Bano Man, thank you very much. I give you the shout out. And now we're really out. Thank you.